What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebris Infinite and welcome to a guide on how to beat Generation 0 in less than 4 hours. This guide will show you step by step how to beat the game in a ridiculously fast time, which will be great if you're a new player trying to catch up, or an old player looking to go through the main quest line again, or if you're maybe like me and you like to do various challenges in GZ. This route is a straight shot through the entire main quest line, and again, you could do this in around or under 4 hours, so it's really quick to do. In this video, I will break down the main quests first, show you the route on the map, and then play through the route itself and talk over some of the nuances along the way. If you happen to enjoy this video or find it helpful, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated here, my dudes. So let's go over the main quest line here, and this will also be written up in the description down below, so if you're just looking for the missions, no need to pause the video. First, for your intro missions, you'll need to complete Break of Dawn, Sanctuary, The Farm, Road to Salthamn, Civil Defense, The Home Team, Calling for Help, and then finally Over and Out. Then for the mid-game, you'll want to complete Uttern Bunker with Radio Silence and Lost and Found, Sorken Bunker, then with Refueling, Marden Bunker with Courage, Power, and Resilience, then Hermelinen Bunker with Loud and Clear, Science of Deduction, and Empty Spaces, and finally Skvarden Bunker with the Old Guard and Line of Fire. Then for the end of the game, you'll complete A Wrench in the Works, The Enemy of My Enemy, and lastly Behind the Curtain, all for a grand total of 25 missions to beat the game. The bulk of this run lies in the mid-game, where you'll be traveling to different bunkers and completing a select few missions at them, but the moped really cuts down that travel time. So the way I like to approach this route is by taking it as kind of like a grand journey across Uturn that eventually winds up at the end of the game. So what you do is you start off at Ittervik, make your way through the beginning quest line all the way off to Veslin, and then you make your way off to Salthamn and complete the radio tower there. Then you make your way off to the radio tower over on Norra Salthamn. And then you make your way kind of all the way across the island to the Uttern Bunker over here. And then from Uturn, you complete the 2 quests there, and then you make your way over to Sorken. You pick up Sorken, but you don't complete the mission at Sorken just yet. You instead continue on to Marden, and then you complete Courage, Power, and Resilience there. Then you make your way back to Sorken and complete Refueling, and then you head off to Hermalinen, and at Hermalinen you complete the mission over here, and then you come on over for Science of Deduction. Then you make your way off to Skvarden here, and you complete Empty Spaces. Then you go over to Skvarden, you fast travel back to Hermalinen, and then you travel over to Skvarden, complete the Old Guard over here, and then Line of Fire over at Normira. Once you complete Line of Fire and the Old Guard, you'll have access to Wrench in the Works, as well as Enemy of My Enemy. So you'll come back to Uturn, head off, complete Wrench in the Works, then you'll head off, complete Enemy of My Enemy, and you'll unlock the final mission, Behind the Curtain, and you can make your way on over to the FOA facility. As I said, it's a pretty grand journey across Uturn, but the end result is a lot quicker than you may expect. So with the missions and the route out of the way, let's walk through beating GC fast here. So first things first, we're starting off with the Break of Dawn. We're going to head off to Ittervik here and just go through the main quest line as it asks us to. So we'll pick up the flashlight, pick up the PP, pick up the med kits, grab the answering machine here, head on upstairs, and pick up the binocs. Then next up, we go off and we take out our first machine and scout out Ebbeholmen Church. After quickly helping out Therese with her medkit issue here, We'll make our way off to Stenhaga Farm now. After taking out the few runners that are in the area, we'll quickly pick up the toolbox for Therese. Then afterwards, we'll make our way off and towards Salthamn now. The doggos always spawn on the right-hand side of the road, so you can anticipate them really easily when you take down this first relay beacon. Once we're at Salthamn, we'll restore power in the little civil defense bunker. You then want to head to the house with the down tank in front of it, and inside of this house, you'll get the passcode for the PC inside of the civil defense bunker. We'll then pick up our dirt bike and head off for the home team. Once you get to the soccer field, you'll want to pick up the message from Pontus, take out the remaining doggos in the area, and then pick up the map in order to make your way on over to Veslin. Then once you make your way over to Veslin, you'll want to wait until you get your first barcode from Pontus before you start searching machines, so that way the barcodes can show up in their inventory. Then, you're going to make your way on into Veslin. After you complete Veslin, you'll want to head off to the warboard and just pick up all of the missions from it really quickly. Then you're going to head on out into the hallway and take a right. Head on up these stairs here and head into this room in order to pick up Calling for Help, which will guide you to the next mission. Then once you've completed Calling for Help, you'll want to head on over to the warehouse building here, and you'll head on inside and pick up a map for Over and Out. After destroying the tick that's jamming the signal for Over and Out, you'll want to make your way off to Uttern Bunker. Getting to Uturn is a bit of a journey, but I like to aim for a safe house called Yaktaligret and utilize the kind of sloping hill that inclines up to this safe house, and then I travel the rest of the way on foot. In order to get the barcodes, I go on over to the relay beacon that is just really close to the entrance to the bunker. All you have to do is follow the main road along the way, and you'll find this relay beacon with a bunch of prototypes that then have all of the barcodes. Then after you turn on the power for Uttern Bunker, you'll want to head off to the warboard and pick up two main missions from here. Radio Silence and Lost and Found. For Radio Silence, you're coming on over to the Rusaberget radio station, and you can hop on over the fence utilizing the large rock on the left-hand side, shoot the power box to destroy a lot of the enemies nearby, shoot the tick itself, and then listen to the garbled radio signal. And then to complete the last mission from Uttern Bunker, we're going to head on over to one of the mountain bunkers and break our way on into the Readiness Storage. Now, these Readiness Storages have a little secret explosive that I will show you guys here that makes blowing them up really easy. You're just looking for the red fuel canisters that are in the area. If you blow them up, the chain reaction will usually wind up blowing up the entire Readiness Storage, which then gives you the ability to go off and complete these missions really quickly. So after we take care of these hunters here, we'll go off and pick up our first manifest shipment. We're then going to bike our way across the mountains region. We're then going to come on over to Boo to pick up all of our barcodes from these downed runner set pieces. After restoring power to the Sorken Bunker, we're going to come on over to the warboard and interact with it in order to pick up this safe house and pick up the missions here, but we aren't going to actually do the missions just yet. After completing Sorken, we're going to bike our way on over to the forest region and make our way through the Marden Bunker. There's a free barcode that you could pick up in front of the command bunker itself from a downed runner set piece. And then I like to come off to Leonard's Marin over here in order to pick up the rest of my barcodes. Once you've completed Marden, you'll want to head on into the warboard room and pick up just one single mission here, which is Courage, Power, and Resilience. Courage, Power, and Resilience will see you blowing up another depot for Phoenix here. So again, what you want to look for is the one explosive that's hidden in the room. For this, you want to have a lot of health. And you might die in the process. But you take down the mission in one fell swoop. And then you head on to the outside here and you pick up yet another manifest. Then we're coming back to Sorken, picking up our dirt bike, and heading off to complete the refueling mission. Now we're coming on over to Uglin in order to destroy yet another fuel cell supply storage. And if you'd believe it, this is actually the halfway point of the game. So if you've made it thus far, you are halfway to completing the entire main quest line. But yet again, we're going to find this cheeky little explosive canister, blow it up, and then pick up the manifest fragment over on the desk there. Now we're going to bike our way off to the Hermelinen Bunker. For this bunker, you don't need any barcodes if you just take the eastern entrance, and it's the fastest bunker to complete. Once you've completed the bunker for Hermelinen, you'll want to pick up both of the missions here. And the first mission you'll want to complete is Loud and Clear. For Loud and Clear, you'll want to pick up the key in the back of the police car, and then head off and destroy the tick that's jamming the signal. Then you want to head on over to the FOA 5 facility in order to complete Science of Deduction, which will then lead you towards the end stages of the game. There's quite a few runner spawns as well as a tank spawn over here, so you do have to be careful of the machines, just a little bit, depending on what you're using for your loadout. So you'll want to make your way on through the gate here, and on over to the barcode scanner. Once you get denied, then you could go off and search for the various pieces of evidence around here. Once you've picked up all the evidence, you could get Von Ulmer's house key from his car, and then make your way on over to Skvarden. Once you've made your way to Von Ulmer's villa, you'll then want to pick up all the various items around his house. Now it's time to go off and take down the final base with Skvarden. As you head into the marshlands, you'll find this set piece with a relay beacon near it, and this is where you'll want to pick up your barcodes from the prototype runners. Once you've completed Skvarden Bunker, you're in the home stretch here, so you'll want to pick up the two missions Line of Fire and the Old Guard. For our first mission that we're going to complete in the marshlands here, we're going to come on over to destroy yet another fuel cell storage. So once you've blown this one up, you can find the manifest just in the back of the room. With the final manifest, you'll be able to go off and activate the mission A Wrench in the Works, which will lead you to the end of the game. Then you'll want to come on over to Normira to complete Line of Fire, and once you complete Line of Fire, you'll get the mission The Enemy of My Enemy, and at this point, you'll have both of the final missions of the game, A Wrench in the Works and Enemy of My Enemy, to go off and complete. For A Wrench in the Works, you want to stop on the second floor, head through the red door, head through the second red door, take yourself a right, and this will give you access further on into the row station. Then you'll want to come down to the hallway with all the machine parts, make your way all the way down to the door with the barcode, activate that, and this is what's going to lead you towards the fuel storage. Once you've found the fuel storage, you'll want to head on over to the computer, press the red button, and that will activate the self-destruct sequence for the entire facility. And with that, you've successfully thrown a wrench in the works. Then for the enemy of my enemy, you'll want to come on over to Alnestead and come out to the jetty, where you'll pick up the device that you'll use to destroy Phoenix, supposedly. As well, you could pick up a fresh AI-76 here. And with the completion of a wrench in the works and the enemy of my enemy, you can make your way on into FOA 53, and in here you'll be placing down the Soviet device in order to blow up Phoenix. The power will turn off, so you'll want to activate it with this computer here. Open the door. Phoenix will have a little bit of dialogue before you can place the explosive. But after the lore, you can place down the explosive itself, and then you just have to head on out of FOA 53, and that's it, dude. You beat the game. After a short jog and the revelation that Phoenix actually saved the main character, that's it, man. Roll credits. Boom. You've beaten the game in potentially under 4 hours. So with the first night falling here in the game, we've already beaten the main campaign. If you followed this guide, then congratulations, and I'd love to know how long it's taken you dudes to follow this route in the comments below. It'd be awesome to have the whole community here speedrunning the game and getting all the lore and stuff really under lock here. But for now, this opens many doors for me with content creation, which will be pretty sweet to see the results of in a few months' time. But for now, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed probably one of the greatest guides I've ever made for Generation Zero. But for now, I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.